The quest for freedom and new life transfuses every age and era, every beginning, and especially our enchanted origins. Shel Silverstein, a holy rascal, was one of those freewheeling children's authors whose parables and songs, like the unicorn, mesmerized everyone who dared to share the rare air he breathed. His recent death left me wondering how he might have handled one of our most ancient tales of curiosity and courage, Evie's freedom. A long time ago, so the story goes, the earth was a lot more green. In the east there was a garden for growing new human beings. My name was Evie, Daddy was my friend. They told us we would grow up to be women and men. Now I'm back to tell you how it really was, because the story that old Levi wrote never ever does. Levi was the large in charge. He had pale and scaly skin. Darker was his heart, they said, and called him Leviathan. Said my rules are simple, listen and obey. Stay away from my tree of truth and do everything I say. For those who will not listen, for those who will not hear, I'll twist your snivelly little snouts and flatten back your ears. But I loved to climb tall trees, and I would make up songs. The truth tree was the tallest one, even if it might be wrong. So Addie whispered quietly, let's go look and see. You can keep a watch for him, and I'll hide in the leaves. We crept so very carefully, softly like a mouse. The tree was like a giant's hand made into a house. It felt so warm and lovely, I simply had to sing. Addie hung down from a limb and kicked his feet to swing. We could have stayed for days and days, but Levi heard my song. He came rushing in like gusting wind, roaring we'd done wrong. He knocked poor Addie off the limb. I ran and hid in fear and watched behind the hazel bush as he battered Addie's ears. What I remembered next was nightfall, weeping by my friend. He lay so still, I thought him killed, and our garden at an end. A hush hung from the leaves and limbs, and then I heard a voice. Children of my garden's heart, it's time to make a choice. Levi's not the gardener, he's just a bigger weed. You were both so brave and curious, and that is what you need. Gardens are for growing, and the truth knows that you've grown. You're ready to go forth and live and face the great unknown. And he woke and looked around. Who is that I hear? I am the voice inside your soul. You do not need to fear. When first light comes and dawn's begun, look up to the sun. Follow where the sunbeams lead until your journey's done. One more thing before you leave, remember how to sing. Songs belong to all that breathe, they're part of everything. So we sang and ran where dawn's light led, and learned the words of leaves. And he grew up to be Adam, and I grew into Eve. And the song swirled out into the world from trees and wind and sky. In the garden of love's growing up, the heart will never die. In the garden of love's growing up, the heart will never die.